Hey my friend, welcome back to a new video. Today I have a special message for highly sensitive people. I want to remind you to honor your energy, to give yourself permission to step away from battles that aren't yours. Remind yourself that your energy is finite and is needed pouring into yourself, into your loved ones, your ideas, your dreams, your goals, your inspirations, your incredible imagination. So, to all the highly sensitive people out there, I want you to know that your sensitivity is not a weakness. It's a beautiful strength that sets you apart. In a world that often values toughness and resilience, your ability to feel deeply and empathize with others is truly incredible, and that's something that eventually you will learn to appreciate, especially when you will start to know yourself a little bit better. You possess a unique capacity to perceive subtle nuances, to notice the beauty in the simple things. Have you noticed that? You can go outside into the nature and you can be entertained by wonderful butterflies, by singing of the birds and movement of the trees. And to understand emotions on a profound level is just something natural for you. Do you feel that? Let me know in the comment section if that's you. Let's see how many highly sensitive, incredible, gifted people are here in this community. Your sensitivity always allows you to connect with others in a profound and meaningful way, offering comfort, compassion, and support when it's needed the most. That's why you feel so out of this place when people around you are not getting below the surface, you know, not getting into more profound and deeper conversations. When people are doing just small talk, you just don't want to get yourself into it. You feel like it's all meaningless. If that's you, you're a highly sensitive person and you have a great gift. We'll be talking more about this today. So, my friend, it may feel overwhelming at times, but I want you to know, to remember that your sensitivity is a gift. It gives you the power to appreciate the small joys in life. Isn't that so? Right? You don't need much to enjoy life. Actually, when life gets complicated, you lose joy. But then you go into nature and you simplify everything and you find joy once again. It's because it's so easy to be entertained by wonderful things that surrounds you when you simplify your life. It's easy for you to notice the tiniest acts of kindness. That's why you're always happy when you see somebody who's doing something kind to others, and it just opens your heart and inspires you to do something similar. If that's you, you see how incredible this sensitivity is, to be more sensitive. That's where the whole goodness starts. And it's really easy for you to bring out positivity to change. And you have a great hope for this world to change in a positive way. Your sensitivity fuels your creativity, your intuition, and your ability to see beyond the surface. Is that you? Because if we study the world's greatest artists, greatest producers, greatest movie makers, greatest creators, we notice that all those people are the odd ones, the ones that don't fit in. Those are highly sensitive people, and look what they've created. But what they did in the past that allowed them to create so incredible lives is that they've changed their lives in a way that their lives can support their sensitivity, can support their gift. So if you're surrounded with people who are constantly saying to you that you should toughen up yourself, it's a great time to think about changing your circle, or just moving yourself out of that circle so you can connect with yourself. It's something I like to do often. I just spend a lot of time alone to be with myself, and I love that. I just love that, because I'm really creative person and I sense a lot. So I like to in tune with my senses and then write down what am I sensing, what am I feeling, what kind of creative ideas are finding me and how can I express them. I'm painting a lot, I'm drawing a lot. It's just something I love to do. I was always like that and I honor my gifts. So I want to remind you to honor your gifts, to start noticing the good part of you being sensitive. Because if you're surrounded, like I said, with people who don't appreciate that, you will not appreciate yourself for being sensitive. You will think like there's something wrong with you, and then you put a certain mask on so you would kind of belong to somewhere. But you belong to yourself. Right? You belong to yourself. You don't need to pretend anything, because what the world needs the most is your true authentic self that can only be discovered when you take time for yourself. So recognize how much your sensitivity fuels your creativity, your intuition, and your ability to see beyond the surface. I know for myself, I'm talking from my perspective because I'm coming from a family of highly sensitive people. My mother is like that, my grandfather is like that, and my grandmother was like that, and my sister is highly sensitive as well. So I know how it feels like. I understand that being highly sensitive can come with many challenges. Like you may feel more deeply affected by criticism, rejection, or the hardship of others. It's important to remember that a certain self-care is truly important. Something that allows you to cleanse your energy, to protect your energy, to take care of your well-being. So take time to recharge and nurture yourself, whether through alone time in nature, like grounding yourself, go into the forest, be barefoot, or go to the beach and enjoying the movement of water, enjoying the sounds of water. Something I truly love to do is to go close to a river and just enjoying that sound, in that white noise of a river. Sometimes you can hear some birds, and if you're watching that movement of a river, you can notice how your mind is emptying. And when your mind is emptying, your emotional system is calming down, your nervous system is calming down, and what happens eventually, you become so in tune with yourself that you recognize nothing else but life that is moving through you. If you're a highly sensitive person, I recommend you to connect with nature more often. Actually, connect with nature more often than you're connecting with anything else. And turn off your phone more frequently. It will help you so much. Take time to recharge and nurture yourself, whether through, like I said, alone time, engaging in activities that bring you joy, you know, something like, to me, it's painting. It's writing as well. I love to write. I love to write my thoughts down. I love to journal, and meditation is again really, really powerful. Just meditation in quietness, nothing special. For some time it's hard because your mind may be really active and all kinds of thoughts may come to the surface, but if you don't pay attention to them, you rather focus on the flow, on the breathing, on the presence of yourself in this moment, eventually everything will calm down. So if you do all of that, you will start appreciating your sensitivity much more. And if it's still hard, eventually connect with similar people. There's so many sensitive people. You will notice in the comment section, you will notice there's so many people being more sensitive, gifted ones. I call these people the gifted ones, the ones that came here with an incredible gift of staying connected with the source. Because most people lose the connection, not literally, but mentally. Most people disconnect themselves because they start running certain behavioral programs, and they plug themselves to certain beliefs of how life works. So they unplug themselves from their senses. But the sensitive ones, they stay connected. They're always attuned with life, and that's something truly incredible. So Surround yourself with people who appreciate and understand your sensitivity, those who embrace your authenticity and value your unique perspective. It may be hard for you to find those people right now, but when you start living more authentically, more intentionally, and when you start expressing more of yourself, you will notice that actually around you there's many those kind of people, but they are pretending as well because they feel they don't belong. But when you start expressing more of yourself, you will start attracting to you more of your kind of people. You know, people for whom we say, those are my people. You will find them. And join the communities where you can find those people. Remember that your emotions and reactions are valid. When you feel something, what you feel is real. So be aware of that. And it's completely okay to set boundaries to protect your energy when needed. When you're surrounded with people who don't value your authenticity, who don't appreciate your perspective, who don't honor you as a gift, you need to set boundaries. You know, what we call energetic boundaries and sometimes psychological boundaries. We start fighting with the beliefs of others. We start spending too much time with people who don't value our authenticity. We rather spend more time doing what brings us a generous sense of joy. So learn to set boundaries. When, let's say, you're surrounded with coworkers who don't appreciate your authenticity, make sure that you don't lose your mind over complaining around the situation. But start also thinking about what kind of life you want to live and what would be a better ideal of reality you would like to experience, so we can start navigating your mental energy towards the reality that will eventually manifest for you. So start writing down the ideal life you would like to live and what kind of people you would like to have around you, and think about it daily, visualize it daily, feel it every time you're visualizing it, like it's already getting real. Feel like it would already be real. If you're highly sensitive, you have much stronger magnetical force, so you are manifesting things much faster, and you can find the proof of it because every time you're complaining about something, those complaints manifest really fast. When you have a certain idea that would be really good for you, it manifests really fast. Or when you want to change your life in a certain way, an idea for a potential change hits you really fast. If that's you, it's a sign how strong your energy already is. So embrace your sensitivity, for it is a source of immense strength. And you know that your sensitivity makes you resilient, not your mask, not your fake persona, but your sensitivity. So what do I mean by that? Well, when you learn to nurture your sensitivity, to nurture all of your senses, your intuition, you can actually communicate with your senses. Like when something is maybe hard in your life, you can talk with your intuition. You can ask your intuition for guidance in your quiet meditations, and you will receive answers. Be open for synchronicities, for miraculous events that are happening all around us. If you stay open to that, you will notice that when you embrace your sensitivity, you tap into the source of immense strength and resilience. You will notice that you are the most resilient when you are the most you. Your ability to navigate the world with such depth and compassion is an incredible, incredible gift. Have you noticed that when you become more resilient, stronger in your spirit, you start navigating your life with such depth, but at the same time compassion towards yourself and others, that you become kinda excited about yourself, how great you can be, right? You find your inner greatness. So never doubt your gifts that you have. Never doubt that. Never doubt the impact you can have on the lives of others and the positive change you can inspire every time you're being yourself. And it may feel hard, especially if you find yourself right now hurting because of your sensitivity. You may feel like, how can I change the world? Like, how can I be the change? How can I inspire someone? But eventually you will notice, just by finding a new way, you're already an inspiration, because so many highly sensitive people are in circles that are not supporting them. And you've been there most probably as well. I know I was in circles that were not supporting me, and I was pretending because I thought that's the only way to belong into this world. Until I've quitted, I've started living a new life. I've let go of many old things. I went to travel. I've kind of, distanced myself from all people I knew, because I wanted to know myself a bit better. I wanted to connect with myself. And as soon as I did that, my creativity started calling me for expression. That's where I started drawing once again, because when I was a little kid, I was drawing all the time. I was a creative being. But then, you start, you go through that aging process, and you start to feel like you're a bit different than anybody else. You don't fit in. So at some point you try to pretend that you are like everybody else, but you can't. But at the same time, you don't know what to do. You don't know why you're so different. What's the purpose behind it? Until you truly take a good quality of time for yourself and ask yourself, what makes you so unique? What makes you so different? So you notice your gift. When I quitted my job, and me and Maya, my partner, decided to go to travel for a bit more time. We said, well, we don't know for how long we will be traveling. We'll be traveling as long as we find what we truly want to do with our lives. And as soon as we've distanced ourselves from all the people we knew, all the people we know, we went to completely new places. Creativity started calling me, like this inner child started calling me for healing, for expression, for me to embrace it. And that was the greatest thing I ever did. But I needed to stay true to that inner child. I needed to stay true to myself. So I said, every time I will feel like I'm losing the connection with it, I will take time and be alone. Just recently I came back home from my solo trip. I went for a few days traveling alone just to be with myself. I've distanced myself from people and everything just to in tune with myself, to see what is awakening right now within me. And I say I will do it this year more frequently because I feel I need it. And I want to encourage you, if you feel like you need to be more time alone, do that. Be with yourself, nurture yourself. Remember that you're not alone in this journey. There's many of us feeling like that. There are many others who share your sensitivity and understand the challenges and joys it brings. And when you connect with them, when you reach out, connect and build a community of like-minded souls who can support and uplift one another, you will notice that it starts growing like a forest. You see, you plant one seed, you see a tree start growing, eventually it starts spreading its seeds, and suddenly there's a whole forest, like a community of same-minded people, and it's happening all around the world right now. That's why it's not hard to find this kind of people. When you embrace your sensitivity, you believe in yourself and trust that the world needs your kind of unique gifts, your whole life will start changing. You will start enjoying waking up in the morning and feeling inspired to share something that you sense with your friends, maybe your family members, your community, wherever. You will become really, really creative, and you will feel like a higher power started inspiring you, because that's what happens. You have the incredible power to create a more empathic and compassionate world, one that truly honors and celebrates the beauty of being more sensitive. It's not a weakness, it's a greatness. Because most people are hurting because they've kind of distanced themselves from their senses, because they wanted to be tough, they wanted to be strong and hard. But the beauty is in sensing, right? Like the great philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. And that is so real. Many times you may be weird in the eyes of others, but as long as you're enjoying the music, you will be happy that you're alive, right? So embrace that and let your energy shine brightly for the world that is unfolding in front of you. My friend, I hope you found something valuable today. It was a beautiful message. I've enjoyed in this. And I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. To everyone who would like to support my art, you can find the link to our art shop in the description of this video. It's our Etsy shop by the name I Draw My Passion. Go there and check it out. Thank you so much. My friends, stay beautiful, stay magnificent, and keep believing into yourself, because you are a gift. My friend, till next time, one love.